there everyone, it's me again. Welcome to Student Pilot Bartram channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out the Twitter pilot_Bartram. It has the same name as the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the follow and like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me a lot. So in a couple of weeks, on the 16th, we should be getting the meetings, and that's marks the 1 month time before the term starts and before we get underway and start going on the flight training. And yes, I'm excited, and yes, I am nervous, but one of the things that they did do is at the information session, if you remember, they gave you they gave me, and they'll probably give something to you, like a checklist to make sure you're ready for the start of term, and make sure you're good to go. Okay, so the first thing is, the second also is, if you are going through via a college like me, or you can print off the book list and equipment list and use that as a mini checklist, and then I have been gathering the stuff. Now it's time to put it all together and combine into the folder and combine what I need and what I don't need. And I can use the list as a mini checklist. So let's put this to one side for a second and then come back. Okay, so the first thing on the list that I have printed out is the Airplane Flying Handbook, FAA H8083-3B, and here it is. FAA H8083-3B. I had this already purchased. I didn't really need to get it, but I have it now. So, and it goes to the folder, and I am going to cross that off the list. It's good to start this early because it reinforces the practice of doing checklists. It also provides reassurance to yourself, and I can stop stressing about it and stop thinking about it. The private pilot bundle, the college store isn't prepared to sell them. I went and asked yesterday. They said December. It's December, and oh look, they're not ready. I did tell them that we're going to need them soon because I provided a copy of the notice to them that we need this stuff 30 days ahead of the spring term, and they haven't even got the updated maps. So that's why I always recommend now that you use Pilot more for everything that you can, and only use the college shop where you absolutely have to. Because if this private pilot bundle you can get on the pilotmore.com, but there's an online program that comes with this particular bundle that only comes with the college, which is the only reason why I'm going with the college bookstore. Otherwise I wouldn't even bother. Next on the list is the Private Pilot Oral Exam Guidebook. Check. And for those who haven't seen already, we've been reviewing this. The other videos have been going up. Chapter 5 will be going live pretty soon. I've already recorded it, it's just haven't uploaded. So, next is the terminal chart area, or TCA for New York, or TAC chart. Check. And New York sectional chart. And now we gotta make sure that I am using the correct ones. Now for those who don't remember, again, to reinforce my previous point, it's my own silly fault. You don't go to a plumber's to buy bread, and it's silly to go to a college bookstore expecting them to know pilot stuff. They're not pilots, they're sales clerks. So when I went to buy the maps from the college bookstore, they went ahead and showed me expired maps, and my silly self wasn't sure, but I was fairly confident that these weren't right. And so, how do you check? The dates are at the top. These are the expired maps. They expired on November 7th, 2019. They came in. Oh, my bad. Here you go. Let's try that again, shall we? They came into effect 25th of April and expired 7th of November 2019. And same for this other map. It was my own silly fault in a way. I should have said something, but being too polite and shy, I didn't. And as you've already just seen, the new maps come into effect the same day that the old ones expire, and then these expire on the 23rd of April, and you guessed that the new ones will come into effect the exact same day. Now you may ask, is there actually that much of a difference between old and new dates? And yes, there is. I opened it up, both of them, and compare them, and there is actually quite a difference that you can tell. Times of airports have changed, light frequencies have changed, there's different lines, radius, and different MOA restrictions, and you know, there is a lot of details on the map that there is a visible difference between expired and new, different and up-to-date maps. I'm sure it's not always the case, but it is. It is for this. And that is the book item checklist. Now, just to review, so let's first of all, now let's go through the checklist that the actual college gave me. Let's make sure I got everything. So TSA, the flight school thing, let's check what that is today. I'm not entirely confident of this. I'm kind of getting nervous because it's not going to be ready in 2 weeks, but so let me check. And yeah, they're only on October the 21st. So it's going to be close. Remember, this needs to be November 9th. It's the only category that isn't in November yet, and yes, it makes me worried and concerned. Because they haven't even started working on the review. This is the best estimates of when a review of our training request is initiated, started, not completed. I mean, I really don't know what to do. I mean, I don't want to be I don't want to be annoying. But they haven't even asked me to go get my fingerprints done yet, which is kind of nerve-wracking. So I've checked it. I've done everything I can do for now. Next on the list is renter's aircraft insurance, which I have. I now have it here, my insurance card. And next, an FAA medical certificate. Class 1 highly encouraged, Class 2 minimum. I got a Class 3. I did ask my instructor, he said it's okay. I just noticed some. Hang on a second. I paid for a 3rd class medical certificate. Well, it appears I never noticed, and I know I should have paid attention, I guess. I paid for and asked for a Class 3 medical. He gave me a 2nd class medical certificate. Medical certificate, 2nd class. So, I don't have to worry about it. Class 3 is the 2nd class. I don't know what to say. I mean, the price of the 2nd and 3rd class is a lot of different, like $200 difference. Class 2 minimum. Okay. I'm putting a question mark. I thought I paid, honestly, I paid for a third class and he gave me a second class. Medical certificate, second class. Basically, it has all the same details, if you're wondering, as your driver's license. So whatever you have on your driver's license is what's going to be on your medical certificate. If you're well enough to drive, you're well enough to fly, basically. The only limitations that I have on my certificates is that I have to wear glasses, which is corrected vision. The other thing that I got, which is not consider this optional, but I got the AOPA membership. I'm gonna put the card with my pilot book that I have right now, pilot logbook. I got everything. Having to buy this pilot bundle is the huge annoying thing, because half the stuff I've already gotten. I got the E6B, I got the book, I have a pilot logbook. You just get a flight bag, and I'm not sure if you get an e-board and an online program. Flight block availability form. I have that in front of me. They're gonna. I was told they were gonna send that to us by email, but I've gone ahead and filled this one out. So when I go to the meeting, I'll just give it to them straight away. So I'm gonna check mark that. Aircraft rental agreement, we get that at the meeting. Flight operations manual signature page, we get that. Register for my FBO, done already. Flight kit appropriate to enroll to the enrolled course, available from the bookstore. Hardly. That's the only thing that's not done. An aviation headset, which I have. Okay, so that checklist is complete. So now, the next thing is optionals, and so I'm gonna try and put this in here. And in case you're wondering, as you saw, those particular maps that are expired are completely useless, so go ahead and use them as wrapping or whatever. Throw them away. Or recycle them since they're paper. So much for saving the trees. There's the old book I'm gonna keep out for now because I'm still reading it. I'm not. Well, I'll put it in the folder for now, just so I know where it is. The student registration I have done. I sent the FTN number and ICARA. Oh, that's a huge benefit now. Honestly, I paid for the third class. I can't believe I never noticed that before. It's big bold letters that says second class. I paid for third. And the examination was for third. That was... I guess I really never paid close enough attention, so... Again, pay attention. And then this is the checklist for all the other courses, the English and Maths course. So, I got a copy of the renter's insurance information that I have, a spare copy of the insurance card in the folder, the forms for the payment options and stuff like that. I have the E6B I'm going to put in here. It never hurts to have a spare of anything. I'm going to put that in here. Flight availability form. I'm going to put it here. And because I knew already what type of plane I'm going to be flying, because they had to tell me for the alien registration or TSA approval, I downloaded the checklist for the particular plane, so it has the pre-flight. They have POHs online for 152s, but every plane is different, so it's unique to itself. I mean, yes, there's a lot of characteristics that are similar to each plane, but every pilot's done their own little thing to their own planes and modifications. So yeah. So I got a spare checklist to review, so I can become familiar with that. Copy of the receipts, the checklist for the school. I'm gonna put in here so I can prove I checked that. Copy of the receipts for paying the term. So okay. All the checklists are complete. Oh, this is a copy of the letter that I got from AOP that the card came in with. So I'm gonna put this in here with it too, just to keep everything organized, I guess. Alright, so there you go. All the checks are now complete. The folder and everything is organized, ready for January 17th. It's December 4th, but don't get one of those crappy little mini folders. You want a big folder like this because you got a lot of shit. And this isn't even a notepad and stuff. It's just basic stuff. So, alright guys. That would do for now. And I gotta get going to college. I have only 2 weeks ago. This is the last week of classes, and next week is finals week. English and state and local government. I got state and local government today, and the last English class tomorrow. Adios, amigos.